Air pollution is a serious problem facing the world and it needs to be remedied. In order to go more in depth and be specific on the topic, we chose to do a case study on the most polluted city in the world, Beijing, China. Beijing experiences high amounts of smog, and there are only a few cities that rival its levels of air pollution. There are health issues that come from the unsafe air, and it makes driving dangerous. The area is in need of a change.
For about 100 days a year, the city is filled with smog produced by automobiles, factories, and coal-burning plants. Beijing's issue is the worst in the world and is only getting worse. Most of the pollution is classified as PM 2.5 or particulate matter 2.5, which refers to the size of which the material is in the air. This is measured in microns, and 25,000 microns make an inch. The count of these particles has reached a high of 505 micrograms per cubic meter. The World Health Organization has a safe limit of 25.
The problem roots back to the high levels of production within Beijing and neighboring areas, which goes back to the population growth and urbanization since the 1980s, which was spurred by the early leadership of Mao Zedong. China's high levels of air pollution only came to light when they were tested by the U.S. Embassy during the 2008 Olympics. The following year, China was responsible for 50% of the coal burned around the world.
Due to cheap labor, many companies outsource production to China, which leads to the higher levels of production and the results in the pollutants being released. China has experienced rapid economic growth, exceeding their goal of 7.5% a year, which stems from their higher levels of production. Car manufacturing in China is increasing and has recently overtaken Japan as the second largest car market in the world, meaning more emissions not only from manufacturing but directly from the cars. The combination of industrial and coal emissions has led to the high levels of pollution that are currently experienced in China. More so, coal is responsible for 60% of PM 2.5 in China.
Based on the graph, it is shown that air pollution in China has reached an unhealthy level, spread across the most populated cities. This has led to extreme health and environmental implications. China has reached the quote-unquote red zone, meaning one of the most dangerous levels of air pollution twice over the last year, making the air detrimental. I can do it. The serious health implications that have been witnessed among Beijing citizens is a 60% increase in lung cancer, cardiovascular disease, and other diseases. As well as health implications, the pollution also has agricultural implications. Plants cannot properly perform photosynthesis, leading to the decline in agriculture, making getting proper nutrients more difficult. Also, schools have been closed in order to minimize children's exposure to smog, and parents have led their kids out of the city and into the farmlands in order to escape the pollution.
Some solutions to the problem that are being proposed are the new plan requiring decreasing in particulates emitted, no new coal plants in industrial centers, and removal of high-emitting cars by 2015. High-polluting regions of China have promised to reduce coal consumption by over 26 million tons by 2015. Some problems with these options are they have to set more conservative goals, such as reduction of coal for energy use and by 2% in 4 years. Coal companies can set their own goals, which can cut particulates amount to about 20%. These really need to be taken into consideration to improve the problem in China with their pollution. For our sources, we looked for reliable articles from newspapers such as Al Jazeera, CNN, and BBC News, as well as some others. No Wikipedia here.
Our speakers are Asim Adam, woo, Connor Field, woo, and Lulu Nasser, woo. Any questions?
Bruh, are we done? Like, it's too late for this shit.
I'm tired.